Check this out. We're getting the first look at the sun through the lens of the new Solar Ultraviolet Imager. Pretty, isn't it? NASA released these images today. The new images showed a detailed look at the activity on the sun's surface. It shows a large coronal hole in the sun's southern hemisphere. Such holes are darker and cooler areas on the sun's outer layer. The sun is about to enter a low activity period in its 11-year activity cycle. That makes coronal holes more prevalent and solar flares scarce, which affects space weather. The satellite telescope is set to take images of the sun around the clock to monitor its actions. Never stare at the sun on your own because you go blind. But it is pretty to see there on the satellite imager. Now, the cold front that will be tracking to cool us off, not getting here until later tomorrow. It means Wednesday will probably still be overall a pretty warm day out there. I think temperatures will be on the warm side, up in the 80s across the valley. And you know what? I think I forgot to make sure the clicker was working again. It always lets me down at about this time, 4 o'clock. So temperatures across the valley warm again tomorrow. We'll see temperatures back up around 80 to 90 degrees depending on where you are. Mostly in the 80s tomorrow. Warm Wednesday, but temperatures ready to drop a little bit later tomorrow as a cold front rolls through by later Wednesday night. Temperatures will be dropping into Thursday and Friday, so temperatures on their way down, but it's very warm right now. 102 in Rio Grande City, 96 in McAllen, 89 in Weslaco, and the winds, at least the winds are helping to cool you off a little bit. The gusts from the south at about 30 to 35 miles per hour in some areas. You see even 36 in Harlingen and Raymondville. So breezy out there across the valley, and temperatures, though, very warm, especially in Starr County where the winds have kind of died off and the heat's really built in. Temperatures, as you saw, over 100 in parts of Starr County. So evening planner, temperatures falling through the 70s, kind of clear, we'll call it. Some high thin clouds, but you should still see some stars most of the evening. By late at night, though, as we get toward 11 o'clock, midnight and later, clouds will thicken more. May even have a few patches of fog in spots near sunrise, but in general, a very warm and muggy night when it may not drop below 70 again tonight, kind of like it was last night and this morning. Some high thin clouds coming through, but way too high, way too thin to cause any rain right now. Just some high clouds moving across South Texas, and our rain chances are still small, even with a cold front coming in tomorrow. So here we are on Future Track. This is 6 p.m., mainly clear, and again, a few high clouds here and there. Late at night, some of the lower clouds may thicken after midnight, and then by morning, you see some low clouds, maybe some patchy fog in spots. And I think tomorrow is a cloudier day, maybe not cloudy all day long, but cloudy during the morning, and then the cold front arrives in the afternoon, and only a small chance for a couple showers along it. Doesn't look like any big rain, but you might catch a quick little shower in spots in the afternoon. So kind of watch the skies kind of from about 2 p.m. through about 6 p.m. or so when the front's rolling through. Behind the front, not a sudden drop in temperatures. We'll probably still be in the 80s most of the day and the 70s most of tomorrow evening, but eventually the humidity comes down more and temperatures drop into the 60s late tomorrow night and Thursday morning, maybe even into the mid-50s in some areas. So a little cooler on Thursday. Thursday could start off with some sun, but the clouds may try to come back up and cloud up skies in the afternoon. I'm thinking we'll stay dry on Thursday and maybe most of Friday, but you see how we're ending up with clouds everywhere on Friday. Eventually the clouds should get thick enough for maybe some showers or sprinkles late Friday, but 20% chance of a quick little shower tomorrow, dry on Thursday, probably dry during the day on Friday, but by the evening, maybe a shower or two around, and then chances of rain could go up by Saturday with a disturbance approaching. So out of the next 7 days, your first 1-5-70 forecast does show a few rain chances, but probably the best chance centered on Saturday and Saturday night. So highs in the 80s tomorrow, maybe a quick little shower in spots, mostly just dry weather, though, everywhere. And Thursday, the clouds thicken up again, but should stay dry. Friday, maybe a sprinkle or light rain shower late in the day or at night. And then Saturday, right now, if you're making plans for the weekend, I would say Saturday may be a day when it stays cloudy all day long with some showers in the Saturday night. And Sunday, you know, I think I'm going to update this and put a little more sun in. I think Sunday may clear out some in the afternoon, and then not too much rain next week, maybe a little sprinkle or shower in spots. But yeah, probably out of the next 7 days, maybe look at Saturday as the potential wet day.
Okay, I can